This is from Maine with Love.
I just got a really dirty look.
That's a great way to start. This is from Maine with Love, an Allagash Brewing podcast where we talk about beer, our community here in Maine, and things that generally make us happy. And we're here to talk about Earth Month.
Earth Month.
That's our fun way internally of saying Earth Month because we think it's funnier. We spell it ERFMUNF, so you can say it Earth Month.
Earth Month. Yeah. And this is not new. We have been doing this every April for the last literally like 7 years.
Probably 7 years. Yeah. It's been a long time.
But it makes us laugh.
It does every time.
And we take Earth Month very seriously. So
we do actually take it seriously. And you're going to hear that in this one. That's for the Chalice Heads. I haven't said Chalice Heads in like the past 2 episodes because I feel like the guests have all been serious. Oh. And I'm like, I feel nervous and I need to push through that nervousness.
Yeah.
For the Chalice
Sorry,
Heads.
Chalice Heads.
I thought you were going to say because I'm not serious. You're like, time to break out the jokes.
No. Hopefully this will be a fun one because we have with us, me, Brett, speaking, Liz.
Hello.
And Tom, our merchandise inventory manager. Hello. Excellent guest. Tom has visited us previously on the Spooky Scary episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to have you here. And it's actually very fitting because when I started at Allagash, Tom was either when I started or very soon after the leader of the green team.
That's
here at
true.
the brewery. Yeah.
Facts. True facts.
Yeah. How long were you the leader for?
It was just a few years. I replaced Luke when he left, and then we hired a sustainability coordinator, and she took over.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm very grateful to not have so many meetings because I am super busy doing other things.
Yep. And then now I have taken on that mantle, co-leading with Meg. And so that has been really cool. Meg works in HR. Awesome person.
That is very cool.
Fun.
Yeah. Liz is just here. Liz, you know some of this stuff. It's going to be great. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I literally wrote down talking turkey. I don't know why. But we're not going to talk turkey yet because we're going to get to the secret question first. Liz, so in honor of Earth Month, what is your actual favorite planet?
Wow.
I don't want all of it going to Earth. Let's see what else other planets have going on for
Does
them.
it have to be a planet?
No. Be like an asteroid.
Are you going to say Pluto?
That's a great call. I do feel more bad for Pluto than one should probably feel for a planet, but I was very sad when it got kicked out.
I feel like it got let back in and stuff too.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone knows.
Okay.
Who's keeping track?
I'm not.
Venus. I don't know. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Big moon fan.
Moon fan.
Yeah.
Ooh, moon cool.
Yeah, moon cool.
I like moon.
That's I don't have I'm happy for our astronaut friends who just made it back
Artemis
to Earth. Wow, that was fun and thrilling to watch,
cool.
and so hopeful and good news to follow. So
yeah. If you want a good moon documentary, In the Shadow of the Moon is pretty dang awesome. It's Ron Howard. It's like every astronaut that has walked on the moon. You just get to see who these dudes are.
Okay,
and it's
great.
wild. Yeah.
Usually it's me at the end of the day walking out on the back porch and being like, moon. And then I'm like, wow, that feels good.
Me love moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Great answer. I love that. Tom, I'm sorry. Your secret question's kind of work related, but I thought of it and I was interested in it. You know what? I'm going to let you choose your own adventure. Do you want a work related question or do you want one that's so out of left field that you're going to be like, what the hell are you thinking, Brett?
Did you write the out of left field one down?
I didn't, but I've got it in my head.
All right, go.
All right. In the song, The Devil Comes Down to Georgia, who actually wins the violin duel, in your opinion?
I mean, we're all winners when we listen to that song.
It's a very good song.
Is that a good answer?
That's a fine, but it's one of those songs where it's like, there's like the devil does his devil violin thing. It's like really, raw and whatever. And then whatever the protagonist's name is, Johnny, whatever his name is, the young boy run. Anyway, he does his thing and they're like, oh, he beat the devil with that one. And I'm like, I don't know if you can objectively say that's better than what the devil just did. You're just making this decision for me.
Yeah.
Who is the judge in that song?
The songwriter, I think.
So they would just happen to be walking by and see this magical duel happening. And they're like,
No,
hold on.
if we're going by the song itself, I feel like the devil himself is like, you beat me, which is like, the devil wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely not.
Come on.
Unless it was a trick.
Yeah.
To make everyone listen to fiddle music. All right, there you go. Thank you for choosing that one. All right, great.
All right. My secret question for you, Brett.
Oh, man, I always forget this. All right.
What is your favorite piece of trash to pick up?
Oh.
We do a lot of cleanups here at Allagash.
Oh, man, how
We've
on
got
brand.
2 coming up on Friday
Mhm.
on Portland Trails and 1 with Allagash.
Yeah.
Do you see a piece of trash? You're like, yes.
Oh,
Got
that's such a good question. We do a East End Beach cleanup every single month. And one of the pieces of trash is like kind of cheating because we go by weight is when you find like soaked towel. Someone has left their towel on the beach and you're like, that's 20 pounds, baby. And like our numbers going up.
Yep.
So that's a fun one. Siggy butts are
Least favorite
and also unreal how they're everywhere.
Yeah,
like as soon as you start
know.
looking for them, you're just like, oh wow, this is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
They should make them bright orange or something like that so you can pick them out easier.
That
They're
would be nice.
sand colored.
Yeah.
So when you're on the beach, not
Yeah.
easy to see.
That would be nice. Well, awesome. We are gathered here today to talk about something very tangible that is actually available on our site right now. It's our Benefit Corporation report. We release one every single year, and it's part of us. It's a part of our requirement as a benefit corporation. So I have a very confusing thing I'm going to try to make non-confusing, but we are a B Corp. That is a separate thing from a benefit corporation. A B Corp is a designation you get from B Lab, which is a separate nonprofit that assesses businesses based on a bunch of criteria and gives you this certification of B Corp. So that's one thing. Benefit corporation is something that is a legal designation that we have to apply for through Maine. So we applied for that in 2019 and we got it. Fun fact, we're the first benefit corporation in the state of Maine.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, we applied on the first day that it was available. And I feel like we lined up like it was like a lineup for like Pokemon cards at like whatever.
Was there anyone else in the line?
No, there literally wasn't. We went probably like an hour early and I don't think anyone showed up.
So there was no like Rob Todd with a tent overnight
Yeah.
on the street.
Paying people to wait for Rob
Yes,
Todd.
exactly.
No Rob Todd on the street. But we got it. And so that's a fun fact. We're not the first B Corp in Maine, but we are the first benefit corporation, which is pretty cool. And so part of that legal designation is we have to release a report every single year to the public to publicly display the work that we're doing to benefit our community, employees, and environment. And we changed up the format this year, which was cool. We've been doing it in a certain format, and there's not a whole lot of regulation about exactly what format it is. So we took some liberty, and this year we focused on kind of the process of brewing. Rather than like, just kind of the general purpose, like parts of a company of like governance or community or whatever, we focus on brewing and how that applies to all these different things. And so what I wanted to do today is just talk about each one of these steps and just the highlight. We highlighted very specific points within each one in an effort to show if we're treating this one thing this carefully and this thoughtfully, then hopefully that paints this picture of all the different stuff we're doing at the brewery. Because like kind of capturing it all is like too hard. So
Yeah, and I feel like over the years, we've sort of told similar stories. And what I liked about what you did this year is like we seem to go even deeper on like, okay, like let's actually focus in on a very small quote unquote thing that has a big impact instead of sort of larger topics.
Yeah.
Of like. Yeah, so we'll get into it, but all to say is I love the new format. It's super digestible.
Cool.
You don't have to flip through a PDF.
Yeah, no PDF this year. We're doing it on a blog, baby.
Yeah.
Got a blog.
Yeah, we're blogging it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. We're starting part 1. Bringing in materials. To brew stuff, you have to get stuff to brew with.
Yep.
True.
I put this as a note, but it's just like, it's too big not to mention. Maine grown grain. This past year, we brewed with over 2 million pounds of Maine grown grain. We have an entire episode dedicated to it. That's big. That's big as far as supporting the local community and, bringing stuff in. Tom, you look like you want to say something.
I was like, what is the next closest purchaser? Like, what is their volume? Is it like 1,000 pounds a year. You know, like
oh yeah, in Maine.
Yeah.
You know what is actually? I think I know this. Bissell Brothers buys a ton.
Yeah.
I think they might actually buy 1 million.
Yeah, I think I saw that as
Good.
well. So
Yeah.
at least I know Bissell is up there.
Yeah.
But there's probably some other breweries as well.
A lot.
And then I don't know.
Question though.
Yeah. Baker's and other.
Well, it's Baker's, but they're like sending it to Massachusetts now. They're like, there's a lot of different people using this grain, which is great because it shows that it's like cost effective and it's quality and it's like everything else. So it's awesome that more people are using it.
Just super happy for the farmers who have been able to make this work on their property.
For sure.
Totally.
All sorts of good stuff come out of that.
All right, we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
We're talking about something extremely much more exciting. It's cardboard. We're talking about cardboard. Cardboard trays.
Yeah, I think you have to explain
What
why.
cardboard is?
Not what cardboard is.
I don't even know what it is.
Like pressed trees.
Yeah.
But cardboard trays is not what you think of when you think of being like a voluminous part of our production. So I guess maybe start there.
Tom, you want to take this one? What's a cardboard tray?
A cardboard tray is something you would carry your beer in. When you ship a case or carry a case to your car, it's probably in a cardboard tray.
Yep. I think the thing to imagine is if you're stacking a ton of beer, and you need to have something that kind of like helps maintain the structure of that gigantic pile, like gigantic stack of beers. And so that's one of the things we use is a cardboard tray. So you get 2 12-packs of cans in a cardboard tray. And so this was, I think, 2 years ago at this point. But one thing about a lot of these facts is like these are things we've been doing for a while, but literally just never talked about. We never like brought them out in any particular way. So a big part of this report was actually me just like going to other departments and being like, tell me all the stuff you guys are doing that you're proud of.
Yeah.
And it was really cool because there was stuff like this that came out where it's like, that's crazy. I didn't know we did that. And so it's just been really cool to see these unspoken things that we've done. So we were, this one's like multiple parts. We wanted to change our tray. We said, hey, we need to order some new trays. What do we want to do? So we made the tray height smaller. As we made the height is literally lower. So still great for structure, but it's just a little lower. Actually shows the beer better. Gave us a chance to rebrand it. So we got some more newer branding, newer logos on it. That was really cool. But the crazy thing is that it actually saved 280,000 square feet of cardboard every single year by making that small change, which is the equivalent of 33,000 pounds.
That's a lot of cardboard.
It's a lot of cardboard.
That is a lot of cardboard. By like just shrinking something down a little bit.
And like we're literally talking like an inch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like literally an inch, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It works.
We'll take that.
Another one that's just like, this was just kind of, I think, baked into the DNA of like how we kind of do things is then all these questions arose like, well, how are we shipping them? How is the orientation? And so kudos to Pete, our warehouse manager or warehouse director, shipping director. I need to look up your title, Pete. Pete's the man of the warehouse.
He's the head chef at the warehouse.
Perfect.
Thank you. So Pete also worked with that team worked with the cardboard shippers, and they were doing stuff where they were like wrapping it in plastic, and then they were wrapping that each 25 trays they're wrapping in like a plastic band sort of a thing, or 4 plastic bands, and so like there's like 2,500 trays in a pallet. And every 25 of them are wrapped in this plastic like band. So they're basically like, do we need all this stuff? And so they ended up taking away the wrap on the outside. They ended up wrapping the entire 2,400 in those 4 plastic bands. And that's all they needed. And then also I think they did something with the orientation of them where they ended up shipping half the trucks for the same amount of cardboard. So like all these little things add up to just this massive win for fewer trucks on the road.
Yeah.
It's like amazing to think you're like, you have one little thought. You're like, do we need all these plastic bands? And then it just snowballs into like, let's change all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like when you see one pallet, you're kind of like, I guess that's right. But then you start to see like the waste that comes from
a trailer.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I don't feel good about that.
Exactly.
And I feel like, Brett's investigative journalism proved. It's just like if tasking every department with finding those little ways to like rethink about things is just, I think, goes to prove that sustainability and like doing better by like the materials you use don't have to be these massive undertakings of reducing and using. It can really, they can add up from things that just seem like small changes.
100%.
Baby steps, tiny little baby steps.
Tiny baby steps. And I mean, the thing that this also illustrates is like, this is a straight up good business decision.
Yeah.
You know, fewer trucks means less money to make trucks go. Like it's just perfect. Less plastic is probably less cost, you know, all that stuff.
Also just less time dealing with waste and transporting waste and stuff back and forth to the warehouse to be recycled, and don't have to deal with it.
It's free real estate. Sorry, that is a Tim and Eric reference.
I loved
that
it.
no one. Do you get?
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. All right, appreciate that.
Totally over my head.
Good. All right, here we go. Can either of you tell me what spunding is without reading the thing in front of you? Can you guess what is spunding? All right, sorry, we're moving on to the brewing process. Spunding. What is it?
No.
I like that.
Also no.
Oh, no one's even gonna try. You're gonna be like when you like throw the beer into a bog. I don't know.
I had already started to read it before you said anything, so I was like, I'm not gonna fake it.
All right. This is another one that could be complicated if we really wanted to get in the weeds, but I'm gonna try not to.
Okay.
So in the brewing process, we do something called spunding, which is basically you cap a tank. When beer's fermenting, it creates CO2. You cap the tank at a certain CO2 pressure rather than letting all of that CO2 go away. So you could just let all the CO2 goes away, and then you have kind of like a nearly flat beer sort of a thing that you then have to re-add CO2 to make it carbonated when people want to drink it. So by capping that beer, keeping that carbonation in the beer, it's just a process thing. Costs us nothing. It's just purely something that we have baked into our process. Every year we save how much carbon dioxide?
A spund worth.
Yeah.
One
two
metric
spuns.
One
spund.
spund.
Yeah. 2 kitchen spuns.
Yes. How much? Someone say it.
18,737 pounds of carbon dioxide.
Whoa. One process.
Wild.
That's it. It's crazy.
So when you talked to
Ian. This was Ian, yeah.
Yeah. When you talked to Ian about this, was he just like, oh, somebody decided this years ago? Okay.
Yeah. I think
Is it common?
That I don't know. It could be more common, but I'm not exactly sure. It's just a process thing that we built in there. That'd be fun to go back and see when we started doing this, because it seemed like it was a fair bit of time ago.
Yeah.
But how prevalent it is, I don't know. Some of these things in brewing, like heat exchangers, I feel like are a big one where it's like the hot work goes one way, the cold water goes the other way, and they exchange their heat so that you cool down the wort and you heat up the water for the next batch.
Yep.
Like that's something that's like cool and it sounds amazing, but it's like every brewery does that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think spunding is
good job,
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, good job.
I feel like in general you hear a lot about reclaiming CO2 in the brewing industry. Like that's a hot topic.
It's a hot topic.
Yeah. So I think not having to waste CO2 is always good.
Yeah, this is just claiming CO2.
Yeah.
I'm not even knowing
Like
to reclaim it. All right. Next up is we're talking about. Oh no, you know what? I had one more thing for brewing. Sorry, I just wanted to add it because we've never talked about this amount.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about spent grain a ton.
Yep.
We send spent grain to cows. It's a really heartwarming. It's awesome when the grain is done from the brewing process. We don't need it anymore, so we put it in a tank. And Norm, or a son of Norm at this point, because we've been doing this for forever.
Norm's network.
Norm's people come and in a big truck and get all this spent grain and then distribute it to cattle farmers around Maine.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Now we know how much, or we've always known, but now we're actually saying how much. 5.8 million pounds of spent grain every single year.
That's
plus the other thing that's there, spent yeast.
Do cows eat that?
No. Luckily, no. No, this is spread on fields. It's actually spread on the fields. Actually, we send some of it to an anaerobic digester, which is very interesting.
Huh.
Which basically makes sure no carbon dioxide or methane leaks out as this stuff decomposes. But all told, the spent yeast, so you need yeast to make beer. It's another thing that we don't need after we use it. We send it away to these two different sources. That's 1.5 million pounds. So between spent yeast and spent grain, we're keeping 7.3 million pounds out of the landfill a year.
That's a huge number.
That is a big number.
It's a very big number.
Yeah, it is.
Probably the biggest one.
I've been trying to go visit a cow farm to just like illustrate that spent grain goes to cows. And I've yet, over my many years here, like actually gone to the farm.
Are you not allowed?
No, it's just like never worked out. You're like trying to coordinate.
The next time Norm is here, picking up, just hop in the truck. Go
You're
for a
like,
little
we're
ride.
going.
Let's do this.
I happened to come to work 2 days ago when the spent grain truck was filling up, and it was amazing. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go like take some video of this." But the guy in the truck,
not glamorous.
It was like he was just staring at me because I was staring at him, and he had this amazing headset on. He was on the top of the ladder with this amazing headset on with
like one thing out, like he's like a helicopter pilot or something.
Exactly.
Yes, I saw him this morning.
I'm like,
what's that headset?
Yeah, what's that headset?
Is there a tactical cowman? What are you doing?
He's like, I am 12 miles away from the farm.
Yeah.
Coming back. I'll let the cows out.
Objective Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's our next storyline, I think.
I love it. I actually went to the cow farm, and it might have been, it was one, I was at that shoot. We got pictures of cows, pictures of Norm. We have like a majestic picture of Norm standing in front of all his cows. As you imagine a cow farmer. But cows are interesting because they're gigantic and they like are curious. So they like follow you. And so you're like, I know you're harmless, but you're big.
Yes.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Don't tip them over.
That seems hard. They're big animals. I don't know if I have the audacity. We're going to packaging, part 3, where we've gotten the materials, we've brewed the beer. Now we're going to packaging. And what are we going to talk about?
Can washing.
Can washing. What the heck?
Why are the cans so dirty?
Yeah, why are we getting dirty cans?
They're not dirty.
Okay.
We're washing the outside.
To be clear.
To be very clear. This is part of the process. The can has been empty can, totally clean. We spray ionized air into it anyway, just in case. Extra process. We actually have like multiple x-rays after this to make sure nothing else is in the can but beer. But beer gets filled, beer gets capped. You like to cap on a little bit of foam. So so basically on every can, you're getting a little foam, a little beer coming on the outside. So you need to wash that off right afterwards. So these beers go through this can washer, and for no reason, I think, that I could understand. This is Sam. Sam did this. He just saw the way that our the little spray nozzles were situated. And he said, like, that doesn't look like the best way that could be done. So he made another little spray like orientation, and that sprays the cans. And the thing that does sprays them better. So it rinses them more thoroughly, and B, saves us 1.5 gallons of water a minute.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Amazing.
It's like reason 5020 where I'm like, oh, wow, it's really cool. We have an engineering team.
Yeah,
for sure. To be able to look at something and be like, that's not quite right.
Yeah.
And then just make it.
And then be like, I could do this.
Let me just sit down and design this.
Yeah. So there you go.
Wow.
So that's awesome.
So one of the many things, this is one of those facts that I've always tried to pin. It's like, it's this thing. And every time I do it, a brewer's like, it's not the only reason. But it's the fact that we use half the industry average of water.
Yeah.
This 3.4 gallons of water per gallon of beer. It's an awesome stat, but it comes from stuff like this. All these little decisions we're making all over the place, efficiency improvements that gets us to that average. So there's an entire other episode where I could be like a straight up, what's it? Oh, we might make this as a social post, like a detective.
Oh, yeah.
Be like Sherlock Holmes, because there's a story where our water usage was going up. We were like, what? What are we doing here with this water usage? So we like looked at everything, looked all over the brewery, all the different things. And it turned out it was like literally a single like leaky gasket near the water main. And that was it. It was like we had the whole thing so dialed in that one little leaky gasket led to this spike that was like super noticeable for us.
I thought you were going to say it was Sam testing all of his sprayers, trying to figure out which ones work the best.
Just watering the orchard with all his sprayers.
So if you see Brett with a magnifying glass,
and like a Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We got to
for
find
sure.
one. That's
Save
the
me.
only thing holding us
Just
back.
come save me.
Yeah.
Brett Willis, water detective.
Yeah.
It might happen. All right. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. You guys, it's okay. This is a good
I'm
format.
loving it.
This is fun, Brett.
All right, great. I'm having
then
fun.
I feel happy for you that
Okay.
you're talking about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just don't want to, don't want to hog airwaves. All right. Part 4, sending beer out. This fact I've chosen is not the most logical sending beer out fact, but it applies to like once beer has left our facility, what are we kind of doing about it? So you've got other stuff where it was like trucking efficiency. That's really honestly interesting of getting more full trucks out the door. But this one I feel like is the most tangible. It's interesting. And it's the recycling co-op. Tom, you know about the recycling co-op.
I do.
Tell
I
me about the
remember.
recycling. Tell me about it.
The recycling co-op started in 2020, it
Yeah.
looks like. We had an issue with trying to find homes for our recyclable materials, grain bags, pack techs, stuff like that. And we realized that there was a bunch of other breweries that were also facing this issue.
Yeah.
So we thought maybe we just pile all of our stuff together. It'll be that much easier to recycle because you can fill a trailer. So it's much more valuable to the recycling people.
Yeah.
They actually want that as opposed to, here's my one grain bag. So we reached out to some people and we got some members, and then people started dropping off recycling at our warehouse, and we baled it up and all kinds of stuff, and we're still doing it.
I didn't know we were still doing it. So
It's
to
true.
be completely
We're still
honest,
going, baby.
Every month.
that's so good. It's so good.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because that has been how well it was set up to a
Yeah.
certain extent. Like kudos to Zoe, our sustainability coordinator, who like really set this thing up to like just roll. So
Yeah.
it's like we're picking up where people are dropping off one day a month at a certain time window where our team has bandwidth. And a fun fact about the recycling co-op is it's kind of changed hands a couple times. It was with a certain team, and then it kind of fell into the warehouse team, and now the green team is actually picking it up. The green team is
Hey.
handling the recycling co-op now, it just started last month, which is
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool. Yeah, so we have members from all across the brewery who are going to go there, and I mean, it's really just having some extra hands to help people unload their
Yeah.
truck and then put it in a baler, and weigh it, make sure we're keeping track. So the things we're
Yeah.
actually taking in this recycling co-op, number 2 and number 4 plastics, which are pack techs and stretch wrap. There's a lot of stretch wrap in brewing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
So
can't avoid it.
freaking stretch wrap.
We have tried. We've
tried very hard.
to the chagrin of many folks who use stretch wrap. That's a whole other conversation. But basically, we use as little as we possibly can to keep it structurally sound so that things aren't falling on people's heads from like 40 feet in the air, which is the case at our warehouse of having things, very heavy kegs, 40 feet in the air. So there's that. So we take all that stretch wrap, we bale it up. And the cool thing that Zoe actually set up is instead of having to keep all this stuff for ourselves, we have Hannaford, who's a grocery store chain here in Maine. We just need the nearby Hannaford that's literally right around the corner. We take it to them. They have tons of stretch wrap that they go through because of food products and stuff. So they take all that stretch wrap and bring it to Trex, which is the people who make the plastic
Decks.
decking
Yeah.
stuff. So there you go. You might have some Allagash Brewing Company stretch wrap
As
your
your deck.
In your batch.
We like it. We like a second life.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And then the other one is number 5 plastic, which is grain bags. So if those grain bags are actually not dirty, we will send them straight back to the grain folks. We talked about local Maine grain. Like we'll send it back to Blue Ox Malt House or Maine Malt House or whoever, which is awesome. And then if it is a little bit dirty, we send it to Casella, who will properly recycle it, who has the capabilities to take that number 5 plastic, which is great.
That's awesome.
All told, Liz, how much did we recycle in this program since 2020?
180 tons.
180 tons.
That's a lot.
We're talking millions. We're talking tons.
We're
talking
talking
big numbers
Big
here.
numbers, baby. It's
Is there-
Earth Month. It's Earth Month, baby.
Yeah.
If you had to pick an animal to relay, what is
Oh.
that weight
That's
similar
good-
to which animal?
I think I'd be saying a blue whale.
A blue whale.
A blue whale.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot of plastic.
that's a real Google
Blue
fact
whales
right there.
are ginormous.
They're ginormous. And it's the weight. It's not just the size. It's not like
Yeah.
you could make a blue whale out of plastic. Weight.
I mean, maybe
Yeah, now I
Good.
kind of want to.
That's the new installation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Somebody
Trex.
get Trex on the phone.
We got to make a blue whale, Trex. You're out of luck.
But we won't be able to lift it.
Yeah, we're going to beached in our very own warehouse. The plastic blue whale.
Oh.
Come visit us. We'll become an attraction.
Yes.
All right. So we've gotten through the beer process. Now we got to talk about just our company. We're a company. We have people, about 130 employees. We have a sales team that's kind of spread over the country in our states we distribute to, 22 different states. And then also a lot of people here back in Portland. And so the thing I wanted to highlight, it's funny, I put this down and then I had a thought afterwards because I was talking about basically like traditions we have here at the brewery. And I think there's also a caveat to give that's like, we also have like great working conditions and very nice snacks in the break room and like good hours and and like healthcare and the fundamental things you need as a company where this is not like trying to be like an ad agency that's like, we've got a ping pong table. Hope you like playing it at like Sunday night at 12 p.m. when you're still working.
Yeah.
So speaking from experience. So what do we got? These are fun. These are fun to talk about. We have traditions. We got a lot of traditions. What are some traditions we got?
Oh my gosh. Well, one of my favorite, which is a newer tradition for us, put on by the Green Team, thank you, is bring your own bowl day. And the Green Team cooks up a bunch of better for you, although I have some feedback that I think I have shared with you, Brett.
No fish.
Yeah,
No fish.
exactly.
Liz hates fish. Understandable.
No, as I said, not all about me.
It's okay.
But it is a delicious spread. It's like you start with you can have rice or brown rice or a salad base or
we've done quinoa in the past. But yeah.
And then you can take your bowl in any direction that you can imagine, and it's just
I'm a big fan.
I took mine in every direction. I
you can do
piled
that.
everything on there.
Yeah, we had black beans. We were a little bit like southwestern sort of theme this time. We had black beans, a lot of vegetarian options because that's very nice for the environment. We had fish because we're in Maine. We've got local fish. Sorry, Liz. That was our main protein. We had some tofu.
Yeah, I had tofu. It was great.
I love it. I'm glad. I hear from other people they love it, but I have a problem with feedback where when people say it to me, I'm like, yeah, right. I don't think so.
They're like, that was the best. You're like, yeah, maybe.
You're just saying that, you know?
No, it's so fun. And
like
you're like slightly proud of your bowl that you have. You're like, I brought my own bowl to work.
Yeah.
And I won't throw it away. Or it's me and my bowl and my endless bowl options.
So good.
I feel like the first year we did that, people tried to bring wacky bowls.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
We need to encourage that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent out a really like aggressive email where I was like, you're not going to have a better bowl than me. And I showed my bowl with the intention that people were going to be like, oh, I got a better bowl. And like people brought, I remember speaking to the engineering team, Salim had like a pipe. It was like a metal pipe that he'd welded an end onto, and that was his bowl. And I was
How do you compete with
sir.
that?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
He's still using that to this day.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? We got Pinewood Derby, where legit people come to play.
Yeah,
it was
for
awesome.
sure.
Not me, but
No, not me either. I let my
No,
kids
you
stick.
did.
I
You
let my
did.
kids stick junk all over it. I love my children. That was a fun one. Hearts of Pines soccer game. Our sponsors Hearts of Pines, so we go there once a year to watch that team. That is an awesome team. Look them up if you don't know anything about them. It's like a literal phenomenon. It's crazy.
but we go as a team
Yes,
to a
for
game.
sure.
yes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you to explain.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's a really fun
Totally.
way to hang as a team.
Maine Maple Brunch.
Yeah.
Real good
delicious.
one. Maine Maple Sunday is an awesome time here in Maine. Chili cook-off.
Oh,
That's another
that
real.
is-
Oh, yeah.
That's the real
That's a real deal.
ties it with that bring your own bowl day because I love chili.
There's a trophy for that one.
That there is
Yeah.
a trophy.
So,
Yeah, there's a legit trophy, and it is. People are good.
And you got to come prepared.
Yeah.
It's not like just, gonna have some chili for lunch. You're getting tasting sample. You got like 16 chilies to get
Yeah.
through. And
Yeah.
you got to be like, what's the
yeah,
best green chili?
scorecards, like,
What's the best bean chili? What's
Yeah.
the best meat chili? And there's like
There's really-
10 meat chilies.
Those really good ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a straight up. You have to like strategize. You cannot take a lot of each one. You have to take a spoon's worth, and then after you're done with all of them, you go back for the ones you thought about. Oh, I gotta try this one more time, just another little spoon's worth,
Yep.
and you leave
Yep.
Feeling great.
And there's a golden label.
Ladle.
Yeah. So good. All right, we got green. Yeah, green. You already mentioned it, the green team. And then we got Allagash. I mean, talk about traditions. We got a whole podcast on that one with Rob and Jason, talking about after. Tom, you can say
Trip to Belgium. After 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. All right, see you later. Trip to Belgium. Listen to the episode.
It's amazing.
It's pretty cool. We've all done it. Hey, that's cool.
Should we do it again?
That'd be fun. I don't know.
Brett,
what?
Up for your sabbatical
That's
this year.
true.
Tom,
That's the
you just
last
had yours.
one.
I did one last year, yeah.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
How was it?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was at first it was kind of like, I don't know what to do with myself. I got all
totally.
this time. And then by the end of it, you were like, that was kind of an amazing experience. Like
Yeah.
it's I don't know how common it is for companies to really do that, but I know it's uncommon that Allagash is like, after 10 years, you get a sabbatical, and then every 5 years, why don't you just take another one?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
30 day, basically month-long sabbatical. Yeah. No requirements. No.
You don't have to
sabbatical.
learn anything if you don't want to.
You can unlearn stuff
Yes,
if you
that's
want
right.
to. Yeah. I'm going.
Yeah, Brett's
going
coming up.
I'm coming up.
this summer.
Yeah. June 13th. will be
June?
my 10.
No.
No,
Oh.
I'm not taking it in June.
I was like, Brett,
Don't worry, Liz.
stop.
I'm not ready.
I was like, veto.
No. X. No. No. I'm taking it actually during the summer. I'm just going to be taking some summertime, which is going to be amazing. I haven't fully planned it out yet, but I'm excited.
I'm so
I'm
happy
just-
for
yeah.
you.
Go where the wind takes you.
Thank you. That's what I'm going to
Visit the cows.
You're saying I should get like a squirrel suit and jump like go.
Yeah.
All right. That was a terrible joke. All right. I apologize. Part 6, giving. So we talked about beer. We talked about our company. Now we're talking about how does our company interact with the community? How do we do other stuff? And there's a lot we could talk about here as far as who we give to, all the different organizations, kind of how we show up and try to be a host for folks and everything. Like there's a lot of stuff, but I feel like this one was indicative of a really interesting way that it's both encouraged for employees to live that value and also like the number of ways in which employees can do that.
Mhm.
And so what we're highlighting here is just like how many different ways that you can actually give through Allagash.
Yeah.
So who wants to, I can talk about it.
Yeah, I guess, has anyone used any of these?
I've used
Recently?
matching funds for
Yeah.
sure.
For sure.
You can donate up to $300 and Allagash will match that to whatever you are donating to. If you serve on the board of a nonprofit, which I have not done that yet, so I haven't been able to take advantage of that one. Have either of you served on a board?
No, I haven't.
I don't know what board would have me.
Yeah, same. I think same. But there are a lot of people here that serve on boards.
Totally.
Which is so incredible.
Awesome. So there's another 300. They'll just donate it straight up if you serve on a board. We have Giving Tuesday. There's no giving necessary by the employee. You can definitely do that, but you just literally tell Allagash what nonprofit you want to give $100 to, and Allagash does.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yep. Shout out to Joe who processes
Joe.
All that.
Amazing.
130 different $100 donations on
Joe.
Giving Tuesday.
We could do a Joe podcast.
Yeah,
The
we
show's
could.
so great. Joe was on my Allagash trip, actually.
Who answers the
Nice.
phone? Joe. Who answers the emails? Joe. Who processes all the donations? Joe.
Yeah.
She does a lot.
Who's
Shout out to
so
Joe.
nice.
The nicest
so nice
person.
doing
Very nice.
it. Yeah. Awesome. And then we have, if you're participating in, this is a triathlon. I mean, you participate in like a 5K or whatever, walk. Any other event for charity? Bang. Allagash, $250. Just going to donate it for you to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It's absurd.
Very awesome.
Yeah. I did the Dempsey.
I
last year. It was
know.
the first time.
Are you doing it again?
I don't know. I think I might. I need to get new running shoes. I got new running shoes being like, oh, I'm just going to be new.
Yeah.
This is going to be amazing. And then my feet hurt.
Yeah,
And I was like,
right. You came
picked
in
the wrong
like
ones.
7th, didn't you? Or maybe
Yeah.
like 2nd or
There-
1st? I don't
no,
know.
There weren't that many people.
Okay,
in the I did
whatever.
the
I don't believe
10K
it.
for the first time, and I was pleasantly surprised.
It's a
by
lot
how
of
I
K.
did. It was a lot of. It was a lot of K. It was 5 more K than I had ever done, and
Yeah.
I was not knowing how it was going to go. When I chalk it up to the Costco all beef hot dog I ate the day before. I think it helped. It really put a pep in my step.
Yeah.
All those savings.
Yeah. So I think, there's obviously much more to our giving program, but just to your point of putting the power into each of the employees' hand. I think, what did you total that up to? $1,250 that we can direct a year.
Yeah, all from Allagash. Yep, it's cool.
And it's nice that you can direct it in different ways. Like you don't have to just donate $1,000 to one place. You can do like all the different things that you're into, like animals or people or whatever. So
the one I realized I didn't put on here because I was like, which one am I missing? Is the 16 hours VTO time one?
That's right.
Because then you get to donate when you complete your 16 hours.
Yeah. So we have 16 hours of paid volunteer time off. When you complete all 16 of those hours, you get the 16-hour club, and then you can give, which I think is like $200 or it's some amount to whatever nonprofit you want to. Most often, it's the nonprofit you have been volunteering for.
Yeah.
It's really cool. There you go. We did it.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of numbers. It's not even all of them. So go to the Benefit Corporation report if you want to see more. I think we have basically 3 facts for each section.
And a Rob take.
Ooh, the Rob take.
Yeah.
I had different pictures of Rob for each Rob take, and Rob was like, take those pictures off.
Yeah. Rob's feedback was too many pictures of Rob.
Yeah. I feel like that could be a good spin-off podcast, the Rob take.
The Rob take.
Yeah. There's so many. That'd be endless. There's so many.
Would be endless.
It would be surprising too. I feel like he would come up with takes where you're like, I was not expecting that, Rob.
Yeah.
And I've learned something.
Yeah. It would be like a very knowledgeable beer sales take, and then it'd be like a coffee take.
Yeah.
I want to know what his favorite planet is.
Yeah. Or Rob's favorite planet.
Well, if we ever have him on the show for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes. do you for longtime listeners, this is a fun reference. Every time Rob is on here, he says, I don't think I've been on this before. And I don't know if it's a joke or if he literally doesn't remember being on the podcast. And I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to let him say it every single time.
It's great.
And I'm going to laugh.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Liz.
Sure.
It was awesome.
Thanks for putting all this together. A lot of info to brain dump out of people's brains into your brain, into a blog.
Make it easy to understand, because I think we can all say, I didn't know what spunding was.
That's good.
So
yes, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope this was digestible to the folks listening. It wasn't too much of an info dump, but all right. This has been an Allagash Brewing production. If you have something you'd like us to talk about or a question for our team, just send us an email at podcast@allagash.com. And as always, thanks for listening.